Hello. Okay, I'm good. It is September 11th at approximately 7:05 p.m. It is a Wednesday. It's in 2024. Hi, how's it going? So normally I would sit down and I would start a Some Idiot Reads right about now and devote my next hour and a half to reading through something for your entertainment. Instead, what I'm actually going to be doing at this time, I haven't really figured out a name for this series. I'm kind of leaning towards Some Idiot Plays. You know, just kind of keep the brand, I guess, such as it is. But before I started doing the Some Idiot Reads, I had actually sat down and wanted to do a recording of me playing through the recent re-release of the game Riven. And, you know, let me actually backpedal a bit. So I've been doing streaming over on Xenogius' channel, Zenogius. We've been streaming for like a year. I'll put a link in the description. Fun times. Good stuff. Catch us on Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, GMT -4. You can like and subscribe on YouTube, or give us a follow on Twitch. Anyway. And I really enjoy doing it. I really enjoy running through that and playing those games and all that good stuff. But it also, as a format and for what we're doing on that channel, there's not a whole hell of a lot that we can really do for some games. We all have different tastes in games, and single-player games are going to be notoriously difficult to actually do in a multi-person format. And so I have several games that I want to try doing. But among those is... there's several different games that I want to do. But one that I have very desperately wanted to do for a while now is the Myst franchise. I grew up with this series. I absolutely love it. I remember as a kid just sitting and watching my dad play through this, endlessly fascinated. It's a wonderful setting. And given that, I don't know, when did they come out with this one? I'm looking on Steam. This came out August 26th, 2001 for this latest remake. It's entirely in 3D. The original game was all single cells, and still remarkably fun, but this should present an interesting change-up. And as I said, originally I was going to sit down and play through Riven. But Riven... I realized a couple of things during that recording, because I did have about 3 hours worth of recording for it. One, Riven there's a lot of backstory that really kind of needs to be built into to properly appreciate Riven. So I figured before doing Riven, it would be a good idea to actually sit down and go through Myst, because Myst sets a lot of that groundwork. There's also, however, the other reason I'm doing Myst instead of Riven is because when I went through playing Riven, I did not realize that OBS was not capturing the audio, which kind of sucked for various points. I know at several points I was commenting on the Foley work, and yeah. It was deeply frustrating. I had to step away from it for a bit. I think it's been a couple of months since I actually sat and did that. It was also deeply upsetting because there were some things that I had as first impressions playing through Riven, this recent remake, that I can't get that first impression anymore. And that actually deeply upsets me. So I put Riven off to the side for the time being. I'm going to leave it alone. And instead figured, you know what, I'm going to loop back to Myst. Because while I have played the crap out of Myst in the past, it's been a couple of years since I played it last. And I've not played this version, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I haven't played this version. So, there's that. So, Myst. Honestly, an innovative game changer for many genres. It's got a beautiful storied history. Cyan Studios did some phenomenal work with this, and honestly made video gaming history. Definitely encourage, research it, look up the game on Wikipedia, maybe see if there's any other playthroughs, try it out yourself. Cyan Studios has done some amazing work. The game Myst, in and of itself, is a puzzle game, and there is so much detailed lore lying underneath this. I cannot emphasize enough just how much this is one of my favorite video games of all time. So, let's go ahead, get play, make sure it loads everything. Okay, yes, play Myst. Checking OBS. I'm hoping it's going through OBS. Yes, okay. Good deal. While I go through the intro here, I'm gonna eat my chowder. Delicious. It's soup season, guys. At least up north. By which I mean the northern United States. Alright. Myst. Let me double check settings. What do you got? Go to high. What's the difference? I don't see any differences going on. Alright, whatever. Go. Apply. Alright. Is that right? No. No. Alright. So then, let's kick this off. Now, I have seen at least the intro of this just to make sure I can get it recorded properly, get it started. But I am going to go back through and let it just play from the start. God, I love this. Yeah. Wait. Yes. I forgot about this element. So, you know, part of me really wants to play the original classic Myst, but, you know, if I randomize puzzle solutions, that adds a little bit of newness and some thought. And I'm kind of going to want to lean into that for this one. So, let's go with randomized. All right.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed, but I must admit that such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
All right. First and foremost, this I actually really loved. When I went through like the intro, but I tried not to do much with this. This is actually new. Gotta stay hydrated. All right, so this is actually new. In the original game, you just started out on Myst Island, but they're actually, you know, it still had that up there. That is the Starfisher, and oh boy, that is more of a thing in Riven as opposed to Myst. But oh man, that's cool. That's neat. I like the way that looks. Oh my gosh. I'm noting the edges. Like it literally, it looks like a hole in reality. It is a hole in reality. Oh, that is so nice. I love that. from a lore perspective of the greater series, that is just fantastic. But, so, Myst book. And for those of you not familiar with the Myst series, you might be thinking, okay, I mean, yeah, Hole in the Sky, that's kind of messed up, but what's so special about a book? Why is this random dude going on about, like, oh, my Myst book? Well, the thing about books in the Myst franchise, they can be special. If you've ever heard the phrase, read a book, go into another world, well, in the Myst franchise, that's a very literal statement. An ancient culture known as the Dini had what they called the art. A fantastic skill that allowed them, through the usage of special inks, papers, words, script, to forge links to other worlds. There was much debate on whether or not these worlds were simply whether they were the creations of the individuals that wrote, or were they actually worlds that already existed, and it was simply creating that conceptual link, turning the conceptual link from concept to reality. Fundamentally, it's never really answered in the context of the setting. But what you can do is, if you reach out, you look in the viewing panel, you just reach out and place your hand on the page. And the world goes to black. And then with an otherworldly hum comes right after this loading screen. Any minute now. Any minute. Oh, damn it. I thought it would do the sound. Alright, well, whatever. Anyway, you appear in this world. The book is left behind wherever it fell, and you are where the loading panel went. So, what we've got here, this is Myst Island. There's a lot of mystery, a lot of interesting stuff going on. Seagulls that aren't pooping on everything. A sunken ship. Stones. Wood. A mysterious doorway. A lever over there. Gears. That thing. That thing too. A temple? Well, the best thing to do when playing the Myst franchise is, especially when you've never encountered these before, play it as though you are the person that's there. And so, from my part, on this island, I see a button. Go ahead and try and press it. Okay. What do we got? Alright, I've got a bunker. That works. Oh god, this is so beautifully lit. Oh man, this is phenomenal. And that... Interesting. Water? Water. Huh. What do we have here? Dimensional imager. Topographical extrusion test, 40. Marker switch diagram is 47. Water turbulent pool, 67. That's 40, 47, 67. Alright, so it's on the extrusion pool. Okay. There should be marker switch diagram. Yep. That's a switch, alright. Neat. Topographical extrusion test. Okay. Fascinating technology going on here. It's very steampunky, you know? Okay. So it's just a polygonal map of the island, just its basic topography. Alright. Well, let's see. Nothing else. Alright. Maybe there's something more later. We'll see. Let's head on back out. Just an endless expanse of sea going out into the distance. That is just... Escape. Opens the menu. Okay. I cannot dive into the water. Oh, that's a neat little bit. Okay, I love the little details in this game. So you'll see here where it's got like the little green patina on it. I want to say that's copper. That happens when exposed to humid environments. It gets that green patina all over it. That's a neat little detail. That was not in the pre-renders of the original game. That's cool. I like that. Just a little narrative storytell. That's a pipe. Wait, is that a pipe? Or is that the ship? I think that's part of the ship. Anyway, just that little environmental storytelling to the narrative. Like, you can actually see, here's another one. This is nice. You can see, looking at this, how people walk down the stairs based on where the dirt is. It's not a thing that, like, I think a lot of people miss that bit there, but, you know, the dirt would be worn away from the areas that people walk. It'll get more of a polish. So that's really neat to see that there. Let's see what's up here. Okay. Gigantic gears. Oh! What the hell? Oh, I can take a picture! Oh, that's cool. That's new. Alright. Interesting. Okay. Nothing on that side. Got another one of these switches. Is there a run? There is a run. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Some wooden steps going up. Ah, yes. Alright. Now, another thing about Myst. The Dani were relatively ancient. Well, they were not even relatively. They were an ancient culture, but also an alien one. And they actually had their own language. What you're seeing here on this tombstone, and it is in fact a tombstone, is Dani script. This is the Dani language. Much like Klingon, or any number of other fake languages. Well, not fake, fictional languages. There's actually a full-on Dani script, narrative conventions. One of the saddest things for me is that the Dani Linguistics Guild started to fall apart. And I don't think they've done a lot of updates. I need to make a point and sit down and try and personally archive a lot of the information that was out there that still is out there before it goes away. But there was a thriving community of Dani linguistics. And a lot that you could really do with it. I thought that was just absolutely fascinating. And like for any kind of lore nut, and I am a complete lore slut. This sort of thing just, it really ruffles my jammies in all the right ways. And what this says, not that I actually can read Dani, I never actually got that good, but I do know that what this says is Tiana. Tiana is a pretty prominent figure in the expanded lore of Myth as a series. And she passed away, and she was buried here on Myst Island, and this is her memorial. So, rest in peace, Tiana. If I remember correctly, I want to say those flowers were ones that you loved. So that's nice.